Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. So this was our first video of the day. This is over at OZONE. Let's get 16 more people to subscribe over there so we hit the official 3,000 subscriber mark.
That would be wonderful.
Absolutely. And again, it's about making a point. It's about showing the darkness that, yes, we're not all addicted to darkness. We're not. We want to expose the darkness for what it's doing. At the same time, we want to cultivate the light. And Heart's Home is all light.
It is.
It is. And this one was all about how we could protect our pets. Absolutely. I know you guys out there, there's a lot of you out there that certainly would love to protect your pets as much as possible because, again, they're part of our family.
Indeed they are.
So do check out Evolutionary Energy Arts and learn more about what we do when we're not doing videos. And we want to thank everybody for their support over at Patreon as well. That does support us as well. Oh, man. So in case you missed it, Klaus walks free. Davos crowns finance and pharma as kings. The WF cleared its own founder and then handed the keys to Blackrock's Larry Fink and Roche's Andre Hoffman. What in the world is this all about? Crowning a king. Yeah, this guy right here may have a very, very front and center part in the script over the next handful of years or so. In case you didn't recognize that face, that's Larry Fink. Lawrence Douglas Fink is an American billionaire businessman. He's a co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Blackrock. Blackrock, yes, the infamous Blackrock. We know that Blackrock has Saturnian. Did I say that right? Saturnian. Oh, I think I might have missed. What did I do there? Saturnian ties. Again, Blackrock, the famous Saturn link. There's a Blackrock in Mecca. There's a Blackrock on top of Trump Tower. Just saying, there's so many coincidences in this world. He sits on the board of the WEF and in fact is the interim head now of the WEF. I wish it was WWE. World Economic Forum head at the moment and also the head of Blackrock, which Blackrock is like the most powerful corporate entity that there is. They are literally trying to buy everything. According to RFK Jr., BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard have decided to buy every single family home in America because otherwise, how can you own nothing and they be happy? They have to own it. If you've been wondering why won't the Fed cut rates, it's so Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street, as well as others, can buy it up because the average person can't afford to. Your kids don't have a chance to buy a home because they can't outcompete BlackRock. No, and so, this just really set me off the deep edge this morning. And I don't know how much longer I could talk about these dark, evil entities because they really make me physically ill. To even look at them, honestly, does. By the way, I was digging into Larry Fink's family and family ties. As you can see, it's a family photo here. Again, siblings, cousins, and boy, it's nice when your uncle has ties because his sister's daughter was recently employed by Federation Bio Inc., who received $50 million in funding back in when? 2020. We can see how it goes. Again, we look at the corporate family tree, we see ties to the Rockefellers. And, in fact, that company then again founded by the Rockefellers. And in reality, what we have here is kind of like extended family, ties between money and blood get intermingled, so to speak. So, the money stays in the family. And again, when you're part of that corporate family, you can benefit as well. So, this to me is just, it's so negative. But it's exposing them for what they are because, again, we could see their energy. We know their intentions. This is the closed captions on a speech in which he's talking about the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations. If you have any doubt about what the goals are, there can be no doubt. I mean, they've talked about the shrinking populations. They talked about the need to help people with assisted leaving this world. It's just, it's so beyond fathom to most people out there that they just simply cannot believe what they're literally hearing with their ears if they do listen. You gotta know this is not a nice individual. Not at all. This is no humanitarian. This is truly perhaps, the crown prince, one of the crown princes of the dark cabal. And maybe a little bit more than just an actor in, things.
No, this didn't just hit you as a headline, and I was telling Mike, it says we need to be, it's important the way this hit him energetically, because there's a lot more to it. When he read this news, it was quite concerning, and that's why we're sharing this, and we're not sharing this without a way to help us stabilize ourselves. But it is important. I kind of want you to share what happened when you read the news about this. I think it's important.
Well, literally it is like an energy attack. And, those of us that are trying to spread the light, we get attacked by the darkness all the time. So it was like a big energy attack that happened as I was reading this, which quite literally was getting me nauseous. And so Cindy had to, it was actually even before I was reading this, it was just something about the energy seeping in to my energy sphere. So, I quite literally do mean that.
You see the rubble in it. You see the
yeah.
you see
Oh,
the
I could. Yeah, absolutely. Because what I'm getting now is that like empathetic psychic wave of what this means. And this is very much what I feel is the associated darkness with it. So I think we're going to go through some serious trial and tribulation here as the dark ones are being exposed for what they are. Everything is there for anybody to make your own mind up with this. There's tons of information out here. But again, people are developing their intuitive and psychic abilities. Many people nowadays, I bet you at least 10% of the population can read auras. Auras are real. So, I mean, if you don't think auras are real, you've probably been drinking too much Kool-Aid and other things that are inhibiting your ability to perceive things. But that really, in some ways, is not your fault, because that's what has been done to the population. It's again been about dumbing the population down so they could continue to pull the wool over our eyes. But again, this just feels like, okay, we're going into a new stage, and it feels like it's going to be a little bit more of a head-on attack in, again, a subversive way. This is really what we are getting. And again, when Cindy looks at his energy, this is one of the entities. The other one is that FAUCI guy, the sickle maker. The three of them's energies are very, very similar. In other words, completely draconian, completely cold-blooded reptilian is what really we're talking about. As you see, this is what that Gil Bates character wants. Yeah, it comes out today that cows are not a carbon problem as well. I mean, there was studies that came out in the last week showing that cows might actually be carbon savers in the long run. So, but it's not not really the science. It's sales. And at the same time, can they continue to sell humanity lemons? Yeah, well, lemons might seem acidic, but they could help alkalize your body. And most people are very, very acidic and overly toxic. And in fact, it is a toxic overload that we're suffering from. And, having to look at Larry instead of Klaus, it's no improvement. There is no improvement there at all. In fact, again, it just feels like a slippery slope on downwards. But at the same time, humanity is awakening. And so is Mother Earth. And she's watching very, very precisely what's going on. And ultimately, she will wash them away. They are a toxic virus upon the Earth. And they will be washed away from it.
So I really believe the more light we can shine in the world and on the situation, the better off things will be. It's not about lowering your vibration if you see something negative. It's about exposing it for what it is, so people are less apt to buy into it and help it continue.
That what you told me, when good people...
Well, when good people who have a voice do nothing, that's what makes evil thrive. So it's like we're in a position, I feel, where it's our obligation to say something, or we're just letting it happen. It's like if you know a child is being abused and you don't say something, you're just as guilty. So that's what compels us to do what we do, and it's not an easy job, and we get attacked, and we get, people get angry at us, and you're just you're just fear mongers, that's all you're doing. No, we know that if people are aware of this, it can stop. That's why we do what we do.
And again, there are those in the light and love circle of things that will bury their head in the sand and just do la la la, hoping it's going to go away. But it's only going to go away when people say enough.
Indeed.
Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.